Angelica Lombardi was in the courtroom this morning.
Today in court, Makita's defense team made it clear what evidence they do and do not want to be presented in trial. Are still waiting to get that search warrant signed so they can further this investigation. It's unclear exactly where this is happening at, but we do see a lot of police activity outside of the Ridgeview Motel. Trees are just split in half. They're toppled on top of each other. Most places saw over 2 feet of snow. We were near this apartment complex, but we were told to move because the roof was flying off. If you see a pothole that needs to be fixed, the fastest way to do so now is with the city's new app called GoCo Pro. All you have to do is snap a photo and then it will go to the city's priority list. The officer must record any situation. If they forget to turn their camera on, there are triggers such as opening the car door. Judge Gilbert Martinez made the decision that Deere is incompetent based upon a report by the state hospital in Pueblo. District Attorney Dan May says that both sides will have 10 days to contest the decision. One man got into his car, then fled the scene at a high rate of speed toward officers. The other suspect fled on foot. If a crime happens somewhere where there's a surveillance camera in the area, then the owner will review the footage. A little over 600 people live here, but one local says that's not enough to need or want a town marshal. With less than 2 months till the election, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are on everyone's mind. Polls out last night showed this is still an extremely tight race. The supertanker is capable of delivering nearly 20,000 gallons of water or fire retardant at a time. Good evening and thanks for choosing KRDO News Channel 13 at 5 o'clock. I'm Angelica Lombardi. A man is dead after being shot early this morning in the 2200 block of Farnsworth Drive, and police say a delivery worker called it in. President Trump taking the Japanese Prime Minister on a journey today from the White House in Washington to his private resort in Florida. Now, this is all after 2 people were found dead early this morning in the 2500 block of Balboa Street. A Colorado Springs veteran got a very special donation today in more ways than one. Investigators from the FAA are trying to figure out what caused a mysterious crash at the Fremont County Airport. In Colorado Springs, a man is behind bars after police say he used a machete to hit a paralyzed man. And police in Bardstown, Kentucky say they have arrested a man wanted in 4 states, including Colorado, for sexual assault. Across the country today, more food will be eaten than almost any other day this year, with the exception of Thanksgiving. But of course, this is keeping local restaurants very busy.
Bend that post over this way and pull it.
Walker Crane is staying busy.
You need a hand over there?
Rebuilding his father's fence, ruined from the fire.
The wind kicked it up yesterday and blew up into our world and toasted quite a bit of land.
Of his family's 35-acre property,
I'll tighten that up with a stick.
He says at least 3/4 burned.
We lost 2 big trucks full of tools, all kinds of outbuildings. The fire department did a great job, though. I mean, they saved the home.
The fire got even closer to this home, the burn scar, giving you an idea of just how far the fire spread underneath this gate and almost approaching the front door.
I'd say probably 30 feet, 20 to 30 feet.
The outside of Joe Stevenson's home looked like this when the fire erupted. Now, nothing but charred land.
I've had them come up as far as the corner fence post and burn the fence post before, but this is the first time it's actually crossed our place.
When it crossed, the fire took his barn and parts of his fence.
Things can be replaced and done without, but human lives can't.
In his 20 years of living in Hanover,
we've been worried for the last 10, 12 years.
Worried this could be the sign of an early fire season.
Run that wire in there.
And for Walker,
I've never had anything like this happen.
He's hoping he won't have to be in this situation again. In El Paso County, Angelica Lombardi, KRDO News Channel 13. Truckload after truckload gives you an idea of how many trees were damaged in Tuesday's storm.
This is like our 4th truckload. We still got a couple of more.
Luis Colangelo is one of many starting to assess the damage.
Just a lot of fences and some mobile home leakage, and got a lot of damage up there.
And he's not the only one still cleaning up. The line at Rocky Top Recycling is nonstop.
Probably about 3 or 4 times busier than normal.
As some clean up on their own, others have to rely on insurance companies for help.
You know, we've got a handful of claims so far. but claims are still, coming in.
The average cost for damage is thousands, but when it comes to your insurance rate, John Hall says it won't necessarily go up.
We look at what's happened over the past year in terms of total losses and total claims and compare that to what is predicted to happen in the future.
It's too early to tell how this storm compares to the windstorm in January, but when it comes to cleanup, crews say that the windstorm knocked down actual trees, whereas this spring snowstorm tore down limbs and branches. If a tree falls on your home or car, that's typically covered. And if you do need to file a claim,
you want to get a number of estimates, not just one. You want to get some referrals, so talk to friends and family.
If the tree falls on your yard, that's not covered. And for people like Colangelo, he has to take the matter into his own hands.
Yeah, we'll be here all day today, coming back and forth.
In Colorado Springs, Angelica Lombardi, KRDO News Channel 13.